In this video we will continue from the multi-chain playlist video, the earlier one, that is M3. And now in M3 video what we had done is we had populated some data on blockchain nutsbolts, and we had populated data on node A, and then it was seen on node B. Thereafter we had published some data from node B after giving the relevant permissions from node A, and then both the data that were populated by node A and node B, they were seen on the blockchain nuts and bolts. So continuing in the same context, that is population of data in the blockchain, in this video we'll see another way of populating video, that is create binary cache. Now this is a term, this is a command on multi-chain interface that we work on, and now this creates a new empty item in the binary cache, and this binary cache allows large pieces of data as raw metadata form in stream items to be written and read from a chain while avoiding huge JSON RPC API requests. So this being the theory, we'll come to the terminal now. So here I have again come back to node A and node B, and I have already given these commands nuts bolts, so already the daemon is running. So we'll clear the screen on both. So both are as on now they are connected. So node B has subscribed to node A, and node A has given the regular permissions. So earlier we had worked on data 1, data 2 streams. Now in this also we'll continue with this binary cache command as I had just introduced you. Okay, now I'll close this. Okay, relatively clear. So the first command is that we go into this multi-chain CLI nuts bolts. Now so to get the interactive mode, so instead of no credentials, okay, sorry, typing mistake, nuts bolts, so we are in the interactive mode, and here also we'll try and come in the same mode. So we'll just, I have got this bad habit of cut paste. Okay, so now coming to this simple command is create binary cache. Simple command, that's it. And the moment you do this, you get a reference number. So here the reference number is A63NFNM, what you see on the screen right now. So we'll take note of this reference, and now the requirement is that we have to publish some data on node A, from node A onto the blockchain. So we'll go now the requirement is that we have to publish this data, and this data has to be converted into hexadecimal form so that it can be published. Multi-chain only allows, or the Bitcoin fork only allows hexadecimal data. So we'll go to one particular site. Now you can go to any website here. Okay, we'll go to convert text. So this is one website, and this is just for reference, otherwise there are hundreds of websites converting text to hexadecimal. So I'll just give this example here. This is first example for the multi-chain append data. So this is one sentence that I am planning to populate in the blockchain. Now you see the converted hexadecimal text looks in this form. Now I have to do some amendment to it, that the zeros and the separate hex values, they are removed. So I get simple hexadecimal text equivalent of this. So I have to populate this text. This is the first example for the multi-chain append data. Now this is the text. Now this I have converted into hexadecimal text, and now I go back to the terminal and I simply give the command here, append binary cache. Now what is the binary cache reference? I want to place it here, and now I'll copy it from here, and I go here and I paste it here. So append binary cache, I give the reference number of the create binary cache, and I publish it here. So I get some number 52. Now 52 is the total number of hexadecimal numbers that have been published here. So and in the same manner, again I'll take another data. So this is the first example, and this is the second example for Anupam nuts bolts. So this is another sentence that I am planning to append on this blockchain. So again this I will give a space here. Yeah. So I take this thing, hex equivalent, go to the terminal, take the command and publish it here. So rest remaining the same. So I publish it here. Now you see earlier it was 52, now it will be 52 plus 49, I think. So that is 101 characters. So as I keep adding sentences on, as I keep adding the data, the quantified number is produced here, reflected here. So now what is to be done is I have to publish this data. So publish. Now okay, now list streams. So what are the streams that I have published? Data 1 and root. So okay, we will publish it in data 1 only. So publish data 1 key 3, and then exactly in the JSON format, cache, okay, cache, and we'll take the number here. This is the cache. We come back here, we paste it here, and we close it, and that's it. So what we have done is publish, okay, spelling is wrong here, publish data 1 is the stream name, key 3 is a unique identifier, and then I say cache and this. So whatever thing that I have in current cache, that is A63, what is the binary cache, this I am publishing in data 1 stream. So I simply enter it here, and what am I supposed to get? I am supposed to get a transaction ID. Yeah, so I have got this transaction ID now. Now exactly at the same time, now we list streams. So here we have got data 1 and we see subscribed is true. So if we see list stream items data 1, so what do I see? I see data is this. Now you see this is the same data that has been populated here, that two text that I had appended here. So one is this 74666, 7468973, 7468973, and the other is then 20746, and it ends up with 7473. It ends up with 7473. So in case I am only interested in publishing on listing out the data from list stream key items data 1 key 3. So in this, with this particular command that I have given just here, so I am only getting the listed data that has been published onto the blockchain. So I'll just take it from here and again do a cut paste, not a cut paste, copy paste, and I see the same thing here. So while earlier a lot of things, other things were coming, the earlier data published in data 1, Kabali Chennai from the previous video, Basha Mumbai from the previous video. So in this, in the same stream, I have appended data with another method. So this is it. So now what we have to do is that we have to take this data out, get gettxoutdata, and then I give the reference number of the hash transaction, unique transaction hash that was there after I had published. So where is it? Yeah, okay. So here is the unique hash, get transaction data out, and then we give this command. So the complete data has come. Now in case I take this, simply copy this data and go to the website, I go to text to hexadecimal, I simply place it here, Control V. So, okay, sorry, hexadecimal to text. So I move here, and this is the first example, and this is the second example for an ABOM nutsbolt. So exactly the same thing has been published, which has been retrieved by node B. So what we have done in this small video is, we in the earlier video we had seen the way of populating data via node A on the blockchain, and then node B also published after being granted the permissions from node A, and that was in the JSON format. And here we have taken another function which is there in the multi-chain, which is known as binary cache. So this binary cache, we had first of all we got the unique name here. This is a unique name for binary cache. So in case I go to the I create binary, so this binary cache, so this is going to be unique again. So another thing will be created, but this is just for reference. So this is another binary cache which has been created, which is again empty, but we can append data separately into this, and then this can be granted separate permissions from node B for node B. So now in the first video I had also shown you the directory. So we'll go, I'll just forgot that showing you earlier, so I'll show you here. So on node A, this is going to be the same on node A and node B. So earlier, in case you can, I'll give you the link here when I had listed out the directories there. So this was the listing of directories, and then ls minus a lrth. So these were the other directories. So this directory was created after we had installed .multichain. So we'll just go inside this directory. What lies and how does it lie. So this is .multichain, and we list it out here. So multichain.conf example nuts and bolts. So example is another blockchain that I am practicing for my own practice, and then nuts bolts. So cd nuts bolts, and here what we see is we see another directories, chunks, blocks, permissions, wallet, cache. So this is a complete different set altogether. I'll give you a separate video on this, but for the time being that we'll be interested in blocks. So we go to blocks and we see what is listed. So we have got one block right now, BLK00. Now this, all this, whatever all these transactions are taking place, this binary cache, data appending, etc., all this thing is being stored inside this BLK file, and we'll open this file in another video, and we'll try to decipher how the information of whatever commands we have been issuing from node A to node B, from node B to node A, data has been populating in the blockchain. How do we read that in particular, this particular block? So for now I'll just end up this video here. So thanks for watching, and do like if you actually liked it. Thanks.